All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be observing 9/11, 20 years since 9/11. Many people on YouTube weren't even alive yet. So we're gonna go over these 343 firefighters that died, 60 policemen. There's also 226 firefighters post 9/11 that have died from the cancer that they've got from months of exposure. So let's just go over the aircraft and how we usually do, and remember these people. All right, so here are the flight paths. If you remember, Flight 11 left from Boston, hit the tower. Another Flight 175 hit the other tower. Flight 193 crashed in Pennsylvania, and Flight 77 hit the Pentagon. So this is Flight 11, which hit the North Tower. It was a Boeing 767, left from Logan Airport to LA at 7:59. It was full of fuel, had 20,000 gallons, and only 92 total passengers, 11 crew, 76 passengers, and 5 hijackers. They tried to pick a time where there wasn't too many people on board. They caught the early morning flight, so they would have least amount of resistance. And the second flight, as you can see here, which hit the South Tower, was Flight 175. It had 64 passengers, Boston to LA, with about 9,100 gallons or 34,000 liters of jet fuel. And it was at 9:02 a.m. So you can see here, Tower 1 was hit at 8:46 between floors 93 and 99. And then Tower 2 was hit at 9:02, almost 9:03 a.m. between 77 and 85th. And this tower went down first, collapsed after only 56 minutes. So I wanted to go over, this was the Engine 54 Ladder 4 of the 9th Battalion. So they were a Midtown firehouse where 15 died. They were the worst hit fire station. So I can't imagine, because this would be like my whole crew or one of our whole shifts going down in one day. I can't imagine. I mean, that's a massive loss. And so this is a little memorial they made at their firehouse.
A retired firefighter whose older brother, also a firefighter, died on 9/11, has now died from an illness related to that tragic day. The FDNY says Daniel Foley's death was attributed to pancreatic cancer related to the rescue efforts and recovery efforts at Ground Zero. More than 2,000 first responders have now died because of 9/11 related illnesses. Daniel.
Yeah, so 2,000 responders have died since 9/11 due to cancer from breathing all of that dust and debris. I mean, they were there. They stopped in May 2002, but it was a 17-acre site. They were there for 8 months with hand tools, radios, just digging. And you can see, it's one thing to have everything settle, but to kick up all that dust, they're constantly digging and kicking up all of that toxic material. It's basically just concrete, asbestos. Look at that. Look at all that dust. To breathe that for 8 months, not only 8 months, but the day that it happened as well, all of that cloud of dust. There's 226 people or firefighters that died. I mean, it's closing in on the 343 firefighters that died that day. And so that's really bad. It's a really big problem. They made this memorial wall at the FDNY headquarters to honor them. It's a separate wall from the firefighters who died at Ground Zero that day. But yeah, it's just sad what's happening. I mean, look at that cloud. And so some cool things happened that day on the bright side. So there's some fireboats that came in because the towers knocked down and took out the hydrants, all the piping, there wasn't water to be put out the fire. So they used these boats, connected them to the fire truck, and then from the water source, they pulled water into the city to fight fires. So I thought that was pretty interesting and pretty smart. Whoever thought of that idea, like, hey, we don't have water, but where can we, think outside the box to get water to put out those fires? And then also these boats were transporting people out of Manhattan that day as well. And so here's just a memorial of them. These are all 343. We do 110 flights of stairs. We do the 9/11 memorial stair climb on 9/11 to just put ourselves in their position, like they came in. You seen what floors they were on. I mean, it was really high up. They had to go, and you have people running down, chaos. I mean, 99th floor. And so we put on all our gear, and they also had tools. They had hoses. They needed extra bottles because once you get to the top, I mean, you need our SCBA air tanks. You need air to breathe at the fire scene once they get to the fire, and you're going to be tired. And I just can't imagine, just going up that building, and they came to work, all these men, and a lot of lives were saved because of them. So we do that. A lot of firefighters around the nation do that. You dress up, you suit up, full gear, and you do 110 flights of stairs in their honor. All right. So I know there's a lot of film and videos, documentaries on September 11th, but this was just my take and my way to honor them and remember them. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe. See you guys next time.